Welcome back. Last part of the stream as we figure out what the bucket has in store for us this time around.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't think I've taken the bucket to the meeting room yet. There will be a reward for finding them all. How can we? Oh, this is the meeting, the meeting of the finders. What we know. Small fully synergizers. Many questions. No memo from management. Agenda. How can you tell if you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Good question. Figlies are hard to find. Follow the clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room? Thank you. Good luck. Bottom text. Was that it? I think I might have seen them all then. Yep, okay. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up! To whom it may concern. I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that in all likelihood it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks like a reverberance off a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? Source of levitation? Difficult findings. Oh God. Weird spinning figures. What do they want? Should we make them... Oh. Wait, should we make them what? Oh, should we make them employees? Okay. Why do they kind of look like 427? Oh, miss me. Yeah. Artist rendering, Y floating, magnets, training exercise, dreams. How many are there? 5, 6, 7, 10. Can we sell them? Obviously. Do we need contracts for them? Potentially a bit of NDA. Saw one in the cargo room. Employee 421 building a bridge. Bonus stuff. Why wouldn't they tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Trust the completionist instinct. We need more plans. There's one on the stairs, one in the... Oh, one behind in the office. Boss's office. Oh, red door, blue door, and there's one to the right there. Okay. Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Oh my God. Oh, it shows. Oh my God, it shows all the ones I've collected already. Okay. Okay, stairs. So the last two are in this under the stairs somewhere, and somewhere with red and blue doors. Okay. There will be a reward for finding them all. Lies. Who are you? 666 lol. There will be a cleaning of this wall required. I want them so much. I want to go home. Stop kidding yourselves. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Law looks like 7. Yep. Okay. Beware the false prophet. Collecting is sexy. Possible clue? Man, they just went all in on this collectible thing. It's so good.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
The figure
We'll be
and
different people
Marines.
by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Wait a minute. Oh, this isn't where I want to be, is it? Maybe it is. Yeti Elder, thank you for the 104 months. Tier motherfucking 3. Hey, you guys!
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We didn't go this way, did we?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Okay.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Yeah, this is the spot. Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Wait, oh! What happened to it? No! The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind and what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? So is the whole thing just about the bucket now? Oh, it is. Oh, God, it is. That's great.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets. The greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. That is decidedly way more than 25 buckets. A bucket with two handles. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Wait, put to death? Yep, put to death. Okay. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. Ah, the stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability equals size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies are holes. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. Stress equals the level of water in the bucket. The stress bucket. Presented without commentary. Yeah, I did not know that the bucket was going to be the arc of the... like a big arc of the new shit. Oh. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Allowing itself to be used. That's great.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I have. I went to college. Several times. I've kneeled before the bucket. I mean, I went to college for like 3/4 of a year. But still, I met the bucket many times. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Oh my God, the infinite hole. Oh my God, I thought it was gonna fall down. I didn't fall down. I grabbed the bucket.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let
What's that?
Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision for...
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Wait a minute. Oh, so, Chad, this is your chance to help.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There was a number that wasn't mine for, on the board, the search board. Do you guys, I don't remember what it is. If you could help me with that. I'm pretty sure there was another number besides 427. That was on the model or the figure aniline or whatever the fuck it is search board. 414. Was that it? 414. Okay. Or 416. Yeah, 416. Okay.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Oh, is it St. Swithin's Day already? Wait, now what? Now see here. That's 416. God damn it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
So I kind of want to go all the way through that thing again and then escape out. Oh, wait, hold on. What does that achievement say? Oh, quit the game, then start it again. That's what it is. Okay. It'll be quick. Oh, 416 was the new content door, wasn't it? Oh, there's also 421 is building a bridge. But that bridge is the one in that I already got that one, yeah? Pretty sure.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. it would be with, but Stanley
There
guessed
it
the
is.
correct code by sheer luck.
God damn, why do I always
The
fuck
bucket
that
knew
up?
All along,
Why is that
was
so
the
hard for me to
bucket
remember?
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Indeed. Oh shit. That skip button. Did we ever get that? Like, did we ever get that for reals?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Okay.
Farewell, Stanley.
So, it stops. Zerp. Point. We drop.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
We shut him down, open up
As
shop.
Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Okay, go. Down.
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end.
Come on. Let's
as
go.
It was crushed violently to
Go.
death.
Thank you.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Yeah, we're going for the,
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
After we
Can
fall
you
down
see the
again,
hubris
we'll
that blinded
press
him?
escape and skip
Can you
the-
see that
or
the bucket
quit
is
the game, I
far
think?
more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life? No man
I don't know if
can
it matters
own a
where you do it.
bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel
Well, she
before
does
the
tell you to-
bucket.
She does tell you to kill the bucket. So I kind of want her to say, like, if she has anything to say about me not
There
killing
is
the bucket.
something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't
Wait.
reset the game.
Till the last
Don't
second.
give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
Okay.
The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander.
I don't know if that's what I have to do or we're supposed to do, but we'll see what happens now. Oh, I gotta do it again? Okay. Oh, god damn it. I gotta go to PM. Hang on, hang on. Oh. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. That was rewarding! I like that! That was rewarding! God, what is my favorite time? That's a fucking tough one. I almost said, like, my favorite time is lunchtime. What time is that? Noon? Oh, that's not gonna work. You know what time I liked? Oh shit, it's gotta be PM. There we go. That's the time I liked growing up. 3:15. You know why 3:15? That's when we got out of school, baby. Ah, 3:15 p.m. Your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 3:15 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 3:15 p.m.? Inaccurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. God damn it. I gotta do it again, son of a bitch! Okay. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Well, we gotta see what the other ones are. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. That's it. Which of the two made-up words below is the most appealing to you? Occuboinkle or scrumtush? Oh man, that's a tough one. Ooh. Aki Boinkle has a fun sound to it. But Scrumtush, that sounds dirty. Fucking tough one. I'm gonna have to go with Scrumtush. Please don't adjust the slider. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? No. What time is it? What is time anyway? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. The Adventure Line TM awaits. What up, Barry? 30 months, baby. Appreciate you. Or 40 months, excuse me. 47 months. 30 months in a row. 47 months. Appreciate that. Help. Yes. Will you come back to visit me? Yes, I will. One more time. It's time to get ill. Yeah, what time is it? It's time to get ill. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. If I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again. If you can find me. Talk soon. Okay. Wait! There, gotta get the bump Scotty up to 1,000. Okay. Might be in the credits. At least it tells me how far you are on things. Have you played this? Did you already go through it, Barry? Or did you watch somebody else do it or something? Don't tell me Co's playing this. I'll fucking puke. Well, that might have been a little too hard. You put 5.5 hours in it, or 5.3 hours? Nice. All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I think I can skip that, right? Oh, I got the achievement. Welcome back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. A good bucket.
All right,
a
bucket.
strong bucket. A humble bucket. A committed bucket. A bucket of culture and distinction.
Which way was the bucket crusher?
Stanley clutched the bucket
Was it to the right?
to his chest.
Chad, I'm asking.
And entered the door.
Bucket crusher to the right? Okay, to the right. Okay. Time to crush
This
the
was
bucket.
not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the... No, never mind.
The
The bucket was wrong.
Okay.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
You go down there in the bucket crusher. Yeah. Right. I just have to figure out where the red room is. The red and blue door.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
You want the answer for red, blue? No, I'll figure it out.
Oh, good stuff.
There's only so many
I'm
places
glad
you can go.
found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Barry, if you haven't seen this yet, you might want to look away because this shit is surprising and hilarious. That goes for anybody who wants to play the game because this shit is fucking funny. I'll give you 5 seconds to look away if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you,
fucking
Stanley.
intervention.
We've come together here because we care
With
about
all
you
the-
very much.
all of my
It's
best
this
friends from the
bucket you're
game.
carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, that's what the... Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh, you didn't get stickers on your bucket? Sucks, man. You should have got stickers
Now,
on your bucket.
this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back
That's
then.
great.
Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Do you know how to do it, Barry? I can tell you how to do it, obviously. But
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
I understand I'm not.
This is the Bucket
Oh, spoil me on the sticker? You take a bucket to the broom closet and just let it play out.
Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
No!
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
No idea.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I love you, Bucket. Goodbye.
Now listen to me.
Oh,
It's crucial that
the
you
bucket
give it the
won't
bucket.
go.
I don't know what the bucket
Son of a
destroyer will
bitch.
do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
fucking
Sure,
come
I can
on.
hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire
It
to
won't
crush
go
buckets
in
is
the
so
fucking
densely loaded
Bucket
with complexity
Destroyer.
and nuance that it's
The
really
illusion
like
of
10
choice.
personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give
I'm
the fans what they want. Hurry and...
God damn it, man. Come on. Who designed this device? It's not the device's fault.
Bucket destroyer.
It's
My
the bucket.
prized creation. You had so much potential.
The
we were going to
bucket
do such
refused
marvelous things with you. Tell
go.
such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
Isildur! You must cast it into the fire to destroy it! No. Fuck. Well, now what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
You know-
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
That's just getting back to heaven, I'm sure. The heaven probably resets if you shut the game off.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right, we're going to do the super happy ending with the bucket. Or the, I guess, the quote-unquote intended strat with the bucket. I need to look at that red door, blue door thing again. It was on a little sketch of a map, right? Yeah, right here. Red door, blue door, and a side door. Oh, it says you can't, no bucket. You have to, okay. You can only get there if you don't have a bucket. Okay, I understand now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I'm gonna fuck up this code again.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I'm standing on a bucket, trying to fuck it.
Oh. Hello. I see you're bucketless. Well, I will be your bucket.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Beautiful.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
You can't jump off
Everyone in
the
the
side
office was being videotaped,
of this,
monitored
anyways.
like guinea pigs.
You can jump off the side in
I'd never
the
seen anything
construction
like
room.
this, and it very nearly burst into
Or the
tears
warehouse or
as
whatever.
Stanley cradled it gently,
yeah, I can't jump off.
reassuring it
No
that
jump button.
everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I thought I saw the infinite hole in the bucket, or the exhibit, the museum kind of place. It was underneath the hanging bucket, I thought, but you don't actually fall in it, so. Haven't seen it yet.
No! He screamed into the
Oh,
bucket.
okay, here we
He
go.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system. Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
Nice.
The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin.
That shit is... those two lines are so fucking Douglas Adams, it's insane.
Watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Oh, fuck!
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be free?
Oh, no!
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh, shit.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming
Oh, God,
presence
I'm
of
getting
the
some
bucket,
fucking...
needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
Event Horizon vibes.
Any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
Nope.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
No! What? Oh, man. Shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Also,
perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I only got...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
Shut
of
up,
his
narrator.
co-workers.
I only got one phone call. Just out of the blue, I got a phone call, and that was it. It was asking me to make sure to pick up stuff on my way home. And I haven't got one before or since. And I'm kind of wondering why not. All right, now we got to go without the bucket to try and find the red and blue door. And I am not positive where it is, but I don't want to help. But I'm not sure where it is.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. You know, I never actually saw the original Adventure line again. I don't even remember how I got that last time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
So real quick, a cassette tape wouldn't do that. A record would, but a cassette tape wouldn't.
That it seemed the office had begun.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Ah!
What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh, what now? No! Oh, fuck. All right. Shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
God damn it, I wish I could remember how I did that. How I did the adventure
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So, if I go through there... Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There. That is the one keycard door, and I can't recall if I did anything with it ever. I don't know if it mattered.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've...
What? Really?
There we go.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance.
If you can't remember, you can ask nicely, chat, about anything really. Oh, I don't ask nicely when I do ask, which is rare. And also, I know that. I can also Google it, I'm sure. Danger everywhere. To be 3. And then there's 2B or not to be. No buckets past this point. Ah, see? This is it. Can't have a bucket. Red, blue.
Now listen carefully,
Bingo.
This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Right. No, I didn't. I got this thing.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
It is.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all,
What?
but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here, and now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Thanks. Thanks, a pantload game. 5th Annual Subcommittee Meeting of Internal Revenue Analysis for Committees of the Royal Revenue Discussions Club. Dude, like the first one, second one, then the third one. Dude, I'm so wasted right now.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really
Good, Barry, I'm
wanted
glad
you
to hear
be
it.
happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Okay.
Here, let me show you.
Right. Oh.
What do we want?
Better prices.
What are we looking for?
Now.
Hmm?
God, so flirtatious.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right
Should
here,
have sent
right in this moment with this
poet.
place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Yes, I feel happy. I don't want to go on the cart. I feel happy. I gotta go for a walk. Oh, wow. I can't walk off the edge. I wish I could.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Right. Where were we?
Okay. Are you, make with the fireworks and shit. Oh, maybe we're in the bucket now. Maybe we're in the bucket the whole time. Maybe the universe is a bucket that a turtle carries on its back for all eternity. Oh, now it's turning red. Yeah, okay, now what? Am I good to leave now, or? Okay.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Are the stairs going to... I forget what if this part is something I've seen.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
What? Why would I do that? It's so stupid. Let me in the door, man. Okay. No, I'm not gonna jump to my death. I want to go back to where the colored lights are. The colored lights are happy. I felt warm and safe and comfortable there. Also, they really need to do something about this. Like, put some wallpaper up. This just fucking drywall look is not doing it for me.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
I will. We'll just stay here. This is nice, isn't it? This is nice. Pretty. That bucket gave me some shrooms, man. They're just starting to kick in. And let me tell you, I have all right, I guess I'll jump off.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
About a question about a stream setup, should I send it to your business email or a personal one? Well, a personal one, but you could just ask me right now if it's not too long of an answer. I'm sure.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
There's more dialogue, man. Just going in and out. They recorded so much for this. Or dialogue. Just lines, I guess, not dialogue. Where do you get your playlists? Oh, you mean the playlist that I use for my stream, the music? I mostly they're just video game soundtracks. Soundtracks from video games that I've liked over the years. Some like personal artists that I know personally or that I like Big Giant Circles, Popski, Danny B Style, A Rival, like some of those, DJ Bahamut. But mostly like the lion's share of the shit is like I've got like Hala Miami, Just Shapes and Beats, Unmetal, Fights in Tight Spaces. You know, that kind of shit.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
Fair enough. No, Furi is awesome. It's one of my favorite OSTs, for sure. No question. Okay, I guess it's time to die now. Oh well. Time to die. And... Whee!
No! Oh.
Oh, fuck!
Thank God.
Right.
You lived.
I gotta do it again.
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
You bet we can. Am I walking slower or is it just me?
There.
Yes.
See? This is what you want.
It
This
is.
is where we can both be happy.
I
We
agree.
really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Okay, Chad, since it's getting late, later towards the end of the broadcast, does anything happen if I just stay here? I don't remember. Nope. Okay. I am walking slower.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I love that I have to fucking do it twice.
What are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Oh, wait. Maybe it's more than twice. I don't remember. Ah! Oh,
Stanley,
yep. I gotta do it again.
Let's go back to the other room.
Yeah, do it again.
Can you
that's
do
right.
that for me? My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yoinks! Get away! Yoink! Hey! Away! Remember when Daffy Duck was Robin Hood? Yoink! Away!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I did.
Well, this one is yours.
I love that he's just getting sad. Just sadder and sadder. There's gotta be... Last one. Last one. Swear to God.
Is it over?
There it
It's
is.
going to restart, isn't it?
Probably.
I'm going back.
Yep. Alright.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh, God!
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Alright. Let's do it. Where's Bucket? There's the phone. Where's Bucket? Wasn't Bucket here with me last time? Oh, now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Get in the zone! Memory zone! God, those flies buzzing make me think, like, is there a dead baby in that basket? Because flies always mean dead bodies in video games, right? Real quick. Chad, what was there before? It was a... Oh, collector's edition of the game. Okay. Hey, Zeke, thanks for the inspiration. I've been working on how sentient universes might work anatomically and biologically. And when you said the thing about the turtle, which made me also think about Discworld, I realized the potential in there being a creature underneath potentially. So thank you. I'm smart. I helped. You're welcome. I'm great at smart things.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
True.
We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Wait. Oh, shit. It's gonna... Oh, my God. It's gonna break the universe if I get 7 out of 6. Uh-oh. What have I done? What have I done? I divided by 0. You've doomed us all.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna collect them all again.
Okay, let's do a little quiz.
Oh, shit.
Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Warehouse.
No. The warehouse was the fourth place you found a
Ah,
fig
shit.
Emily, not the third.
Damn it.
Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If the warehouse feels like the third place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Right. Oh, nice. Okay, visible wall. Okay, fine. I was gonna try and kill myself and jump off, but they say no.
Let's see. What came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
What the fuck? I must have blacked out the pink room. Oh, I know. We're not allowed to go in the pink room. The pink room is where Daddy keeps his daddy toys. And sometimes there's a weird smell and there's pasta sauce all over the door. At least that's what Daddy says.
This was the fifth mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh, God.
Enjoy.
Here we go. Go ahead. Oh. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I love this. Fucking PowerPoint. Woo! Or movie maker, yeah, whatever. Oh, yours is different? Because your Figleys were in a different order.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Nice.
I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
By the way, the reason why I said PowerPoint, because it reminded me of my high school announcements. Like midday announcements. That's what it looked like. Lots of like diagonal wipe. Middle butt cheeks apart wipe, you know. Oh, there's a rail there now. Yeah. So spread them and wipe. Exactly. Oh, right.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
The disappearing star
Who can
wipe.
truly
Yep.
say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, it doesn't matter this time, I guess. Wait. Well, then what's this? You're watching Now.
And then there was no more.
But when will
because
then
we
be now?
caught up to the present moment.
Soon.
Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Oh, fuck. All right. I guess we're out.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
Okay.
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Okay. This is becoming increasingly impossible.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video.
Me too.
Still don't remember the pink room,
Nope.
Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good
Nope.
room, though. A solid room.
Solid room. It is.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Nice. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, they won't let me get that one. All right. Nothing down there.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it?
Yo, villain
Keep
in
going.
glasses. Thank you for the 4 months. Welcome back.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Nothing. Nothing came before this. Oh, the big one. Can I take the biggest, big one? No. Oh, okay. Random fenced off area.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy
terrible new
filter on everything.
content.
In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
This seems like the end game. Like, possibly the long ending. It feels that way.
Yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
I know, if only I'd saved some jumps. God damn it.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Title screen.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming.
Yeah!
1,000? You people have got to be nuts.
He
How can you
noticed!
stand this much bumpscosity?
He noticed my bumpscosity!
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Now what happens when I try to take the bucket through the no buckets past this point door?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this
Test me,
point.
please test me.
If that's true, well, my
Please
goodness.
test me.
I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step
Oh
in here.
God, yes. I don't. Is there gonna be light? Yeah, fucking nailed it. Fucking called it. Come on. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a
I swear to God, I did not write this game. I did not write it. It just speaks to me.
bucket.
Did I say
Simple enough, right?
villain in glasses?
This should tell us everything we'll
Thank you
ever
for the
need
4
to
months.
know
I
about what
appreciate it.
is or is not
I did.
a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin.
All right. Do I pass this test or do I fail it, guys? What do you think? Chad, what do you think? Pass it or fail it? Fail? Fail. Everybody's saying fail. All right, let's fail.
Item 1.
Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh my god. Okay,
Item
I
two.
see where this is going.
Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I see where this is going.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Are you hallucinating? This is
Okay.
a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Stick of Dynamite 14, what's up? We're having a great day where I am, thank you.
Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
Okay.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Wait, Schrodinger's bucket? It is both a bucket and not a bucket?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Let's keep going with the negatives.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
I knew it.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
God.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Don't you dare.
Okay, here we go. What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything's
Why
a
did
bucket.
everything disappear?
Everything's a
Was
bucket.
everything a bucket?
Yep.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Yep.
Oh my God, I had
All
no
the
idea.
way down.
How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
All right. There's one more thing I know I want to do.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
I'm not grabbing the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded,
butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've...
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh, right.
Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
It doesn't even matter.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Barry, you still here?
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
After this, if we reset or whatever, I want you to go ahead and tell me that whatever that convoluted thing that you asked about, or you told me about before.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm guessing 5 is the... I highly agree.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Good old Neil. Skid. Nicho Nacho. Vola. Oh, God. Look at... Oh. Oh. Stanley. A dead rat. And then Stanley. How long does it take you to get a great art complete? Compete against other Stanleys to prove your... Oh, my God. Why not ask some friends for help? Error. Friends list is empty. Oh, man.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
You know what? Yeah, I did. Sure.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, shit.
In this game, the
Right.
baby crawls left.
Here we
towards
are. Now,
danger.
okay.
You click the button to move him back to the right.
Right.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
forgot about
It's a very
this.
meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Yep.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Okay.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
I'm done. I'm out.
It's over.
Okay.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha!
Fucking Firewatch.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about
Who
this game,
Firewatches
Stanley.
the Firewatch?
And it seems there's even more.
Oh my God.
Come, let's venture outward and see what
I
else
love
is
it.
out there.
Who Firewatches the Firewatch? All work and no play makes Stanley a dull boy.
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
No! Oh, God.
Thank goodness, Stanley, what a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong
Oh, no,
directions.
Firewatch was a
path
huge
to follow. You
success.
can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we
Unless I'm
avoided it. Out
misremembering
of the
it.
woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Okay.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh, no.
Wonderful.
Get
See, this
the
is exactly what
fuck
I had
out of
in
here.
mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Oh, my God, dude.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
Sports
Oh,
ball!
Fun.
What
We
fun!
shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Yay!
Yes, I think surely we must.
Aw,
Okay, Stanley.
they know
here's
their
the ball.
audience.
Have fun.
Or the ball pop up? It did. Great. Oh,
Hold on. What are you doing?
I don't know. What am I doing?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much...
Oh, fuck. So Barry, will the ending that you had in mind, will it take a long time, or how long would it take? Is it a longer one or is it fairly short? 5 minutes? Okay, from a reset. Okay, cool. Cool. I don't remember this at all. Oh shit. Here I am, 427. What? Oh, do something. Ah. Nothing, tra-la-la. Son of a bitch. Oh, there we go.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it.
Henry Swanson, account, thank you for 90 months.
Right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Fuck. All right. There we go. Okay. After 19 months of what I would call a close personal friendship, I've learned much about Zeke. For example, he jacks off into his mouth. I don't on purpose, though. I just, you know what? I'm gonna fuck you. Fuck you. You know what? Email me. I'm gonna refund you all your goddamn months. I don't want to fucking sub like you in my fucking channel. All right, Barry. I jack off into my mouth. 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 I guess we're gonna have to sit here and listen to how much I jack off into my own mouth for the next 5 minutes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very
Thank you,
lucky
Goody.
indeed.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here.
Fuck?
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
into my
office.
mouth. I jack off into my mouth. I jack off into my mouth. I jack off into my mouth. I guess we're gonna have to sit here and listen to how much I jack off into my own mouth for the next 5 minutes.
Stepping in.
There we go. Oh, fuck me. Oh, why is my life so fucking bad? Thanks, Goody. Thanks, Henry Swanson. Now, can you shut the fuck up for a second while we get this fucking ending so I can get off of work and go fucking run and then eat and then go to sleep and fuck my wife? Drunky Face, that wasn't... Thank you for 75 months, Drunky Face. I appreciate that. Hey, we're jacking off in our mouths. I'm here, Drunky Face here. You know this guy always jerking off in my mouth. That's where it goes. Now, Do I go back the original way or do I go downstairs or what now? Does it matter? Oh, there's only one way? Okay. Oh, this door's locked. Okay. Never mind. I guess I could have gone and checked and seen if it was locked or not. Or if the door was closed. Wow, the narrator is nowhere. He's not with me. Oh no. Wait a minute. Can I take the bucket to heaven like I always wanted? Oh, I can. I don't have all the things poked. Oh, no, this door. Right. You are now leaving. Escape pod bay, floor 760. Okay. So I gotta go up, what, 6 floors? Okay. Yeah, the narrator is nowhere to be found, huh? I wonder why they made it like this. Why they made you walk up 6 floors. Are they loading? Is this like a loading thing? Escape pod launch bay. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here. They're building suspense? I think they get to build suspense with 3 floors. I don't know. Oh. Cinematic. Yes. I'm so glad that I asked about this. This is fantastic. And so sad. So sad. Wilson! I'm sorry! Worth it. So good. All right, one last thing before we go. What? Many, many years later. Oh, fuck this place. Oh, God. Oh, no. Ah, where's the building I crawled out of? The skip button. Oh, God. Hold on. Let me pee on my shirt and put it around my head like Bear Grylls. Outer Wilds ending? Come on, motherfucker, that's awesome. If that's... okay. I kind of love this. Oh shit. Oh, it's a mirage. It's not really there. Control the spice! Control the parable! In loving memory, the Stanley Parable 2. Nice fucking callback. Cookie Nine's blog. Uncompromising gaming content review, The Stanley Parable 2. Posted on April 27th. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, The Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off in a territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep well or hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... Cat dog born! Scientists confirm hybrid species. Yay, the cats, excuse me, the cat and dog became more than friends. That's great. That's great. I love that. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. Get on the green! Alright. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception of the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players were excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. It's great.
Jim, Jim, Jim. Jim, Jim, Jim. Jim, 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 Jim. Jim.
That's probably supposed to mean something to me.
Stanley.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're the devs, right?
Jim. Jim. Jim.
Okay. Jim Stanley. That's me. Jim Stanley. Oh my god. Yes. 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 Gotta catch 'em all. Figgly-reens. Figgly purples. Bubbles. Fig bubbles. Oh. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh, okay. Shit. Oh, hey, hello again. It's nice to see you. It's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Say it again for the people in the back! Star Wars! The fucking, Indiana Jones, like, all that. Any beloved thing. It is not sacred. It does not need your fucking protection. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Fuck yeah. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number of the game in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together and make a new title for our game. Stanley Parable 3. How many other? 6, 12? 12? Alright, let's make this diplomatic. Or not diplomatic. Random. Roll 1d12. 9 and 3. Ice. Ice expired. Ice expired? Oh, shit. Oh, you have to do one side and then the other side. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. 1d6 twice. 2 and 5. Liquid day out. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Love it. The Stanley Parable 3 Liquid Day Out. It's absurd. I love it. Every time we restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll be just the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. All right, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Please adjust the slider. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Fucking A. What's that fucking car? That's great. I love that it just keeps going past. Well, I mean, we got like to the epilogue of the game, so I feel like the least I could do is show you the credits. They're probably not that long, to be honest. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna shut the game off after this, and I'll let you guys find whatever you want to find in the game. That's 8.5 hours for me. I'm good. I'm good. I need a break. No, the new shit was fantastic. The new bucket and collectible arcs. Great additions. Great additions to the game, for sure. Yeah, we'll come back to this in 10 years. Oh my god, Incompetech? That's a great name. Everybody say it together now. Ready? Everybody, all together. There it is. Beep, beep. Honk, honk. Here we go. Oh, fuck me. Oh, why is my life so fucking bad? Nice. Prim, prim. I honestly thought the credits wouldn't be this long. Okay, we're on the special thanks, so we should be on our way out then. Oh, honking! Look, honking. Honking is a Discord mod. There it is. Okay. And sure, we got 1 minute before the 30. Let's just see what the title changes to. If it does. Oh, you do it. Oh, okay. 4 and 5. Atomic paperwork. Oh, nice. That's great. That's great. That's awesome. I love it. All right, what a great game. You guys should buy it. Go get it. It's fucking fantastic. All right, I'm out of here.